When it came to the big Oscar wins at the 94th Academy Awards this year, there were, sadly, few surprises. All 4 of the acting wins went to the actors who won at SAG. Coda won Best Picture, like most of us predicted in the days leading up to the ceremony, after its big wins at SAG and at PGA. Jane Campion won her director trophy as expected, and Dune basically swept the technical categories as expected. At Gold Derby, many people managed to predict 22 out of the 23 categories correctly. In fact, if you had followed all of their odds to a T and never strayed, you would have done very well in your predictions. In an award season of so many ups and downs, so much craziness, the actual winners at the most recent Oscar ceremony were somewhat predictable. There was only, as it turned out, one major shocker. And no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about one shocking Oscar category win, one that very few people predicted, and one I'm not sure I ever saw listed in the number 1 place on Gold Derby. I'm talking about Best Animated Shorts, which went to the surprise winner, The Windshield Wiper, over the presumed frontrunner, Robin Robin. The latter was the title I just kept seeing over and over, kept hearing predicted in every awards podcast I listened to. I never once remember reading or hearing the title, The Windshield Wiper. So how did it pull off an upset? Why were so few people predicting it? In this first video of my new series, Oscar Shockers, I'm going to discuss the animated shorts category at the 94th Academy Awards and why the Windshield Wiper's win was such a huge surprise. First, let's discuss the nominees. Affairs of the Art is a 2D hand-drawn on paper short directed by Joanna Quinn. Following the characters of Beryl and her eccentric family, Affairs of the Art won 25 international awards and was nominated for the BAFTA Award for Best Short Animation.
Speed, love, I want speed.
Here we go. Oh dear God. Oof.
No, we missed it again.
The second nominee was Box Ballet, a Russian short directed by Anton Diakov, about a ballerina and a boxer, showing how one affects the other. Both of these short films were beautifully made in their own right, but they also had some cons to prevent them from winning. Box Ballet, not the kind of film that usually takes this category, and Affairs of the Art, a little too surreal to make the impact it needed on Academy voters. The next nominee I often saw predicted above the Windshield Wiper was Bestia, the Chilean stop-motion animated short directed by Hugo Covarrubias. The design of the protagonist was based on the aesthetics of porcelain dolls to convey inexpressiveness. Bestia received multiple awards and nominations, and it likely had a better shot at winning the Oscar over Affairs of the Arts and Box Ballet because it won Best Animated Short Subject at the 49th Annie Awards, one of the most prestigious yearly ceremonies in animation. Only the second Chilean animated short to be nominated for an Oscar after Bear Story in 2016, Bestia is a superb piece of animation that absolutely had a shot. The Windshield Wiper, the animated short film that managed a surprise Oscar win, is the next nominee to talk about. A Spanish-American computer cell adult animated short directed by Alberto Miogo alongside Leo Sanchez, the film had its world premiere at the 2021 Cannes Film Festival at the Director's Fortnight. A collection of vignettes and situations dealing with the question, what is love? The Windshield Wiper is a lovely little masterpiece that luckily did not go unnoticed. For the most part, it was the fifth nominee, Robin Robin, that remained the frontrunner in the animated shorts category all season long. A British stop-motion animated musical produced by Aardman Animations and directed by Dan Ajari and Mikey Please. The most widely available of the 5 animated shorts, as was distributed directly onto Netflix, Robin Robin tells of a robin bird that grows up raised by a family of mice, soon becoming part of a daring heist to steal a shiny star.
Robin! I wish it was a real one.
If you had looked at award season websites pretty much any time between February and March 2022, you likely saw Robin Robin as the predicted winner in this category. Variety predicted Robin Robin, so did IndieWire. At Gold Derby, 22 experts, 12 editors, 17 top users, and 78% of all users were predicting Robin Robin. So why was Robin Robin so heavily expected to be the winner, and why was the Windshield Wiper such a shocker? Here are the top 3 reasons. The first reason is that Robin Robin had the biggest studio behind it, Netflix, where any voter could see it streaming from November on. It was the most widely available and accessible to voters of the 5 animated shorts, and it clearly had the most money for marketing and for-your consideration ads. Netflix partnering with Aardman, the production studio behind the Oscar-winning Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
Both Dan and I were raised upon the sweet milk of Aardman's films, so that we might get the chance to make Robin Robin with them, and with their team of incredibly talented and experienced craft people, was truly a thrill and not at all a lot of pressure. And when we found out that Netflix were equally as excited about telling the story with us, we had to pinch ourselves and each other to make sure that we weren't dreaming. That's a small pinch. Sure.
The second reason is that Robin Robin had a story and an animation style that is typically the most loved and rewarded come Oscar time. A clear, engaging narrative about an animal one could have thought would do better with voters than the more esoteric meditation on life and love that is the Windshield Wiper. Focus on animal characters has paved the way for Oscar victories before. Think the previously mentioned Bear Story in 2016, as well as Pixar's Piper in 2017. The animation style of Robin Robin also has a polish to it that some might think would have attracted more voters too.
The Academy nominated these 5 films. 4 of them, they are adult cinema, 4 of them, which is major. And I think that there's way much more things to come. Conversations that I'm having now, they were not happening 3 years ago. So it's kind of like a golden time for animation 100%. And this is obviously going to help a lot.
Lastly, when it came to precursor awards, Robin Robin, and also Bestia for that matter, did much better in the months leading up to the Oscar ceremony than the Windshield Wiper. Robin Robin received nominations at the Hollywood Critics Association, the Image Awards, the Hollywood Music and Media Awards, while Bestia won more than 20 awards and festivals from all around the world. The Windshield Wiper, on the other hand, basically only got the Oscar nomination before winning the big award on March 27th.
Animation is an art that includes every single art that you can imagine. Animation for adults is a fact. It's happening. Let's call it cinema. Okay? So I'm very honored because this is just the beginning of what we can do with animation.
It was clearly a bold move for anyone to have predicted the Windshield Wiper on their final Oscar ballot. Hell, those of you who predict the 3 shorts categories based solely on the titles themselves likely went with something that sounded less dull, like Bach's Ballet, for instance, my favorite title of the 5 by far. But anyone who sat down and watched the Windshield Wiper from beginning to end saw something striking and thought-provoking and unique, something clearly well-deserving of its big win. Yes, some Oscar shockers aren't exactly deserving, but more often than not, at the very least, a shocking win few people are anticipating always breathes some life into the Academy Awards ceremony.
I'm really bad at predicting this, apparently. This is so utterly unexpected.
When something unexpected happens, there's this jolt of energy I always enjoy, and such was certainly the case with the Windshield Wiper's Oscar win for Best Animated Short. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite shocker win in the history of the Academy Awards? Is it something recent like the Windshield Wiper, or something that's a little bit older? See you next time.